Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. In this part, it seems, we're unconscious. And something is trying to wake us up. Well, at least where we are, it's nice and sunny. Yes, but where is that coming from? Oh. Yes! You sure? Because, I mean, I've fought in pig monsters already, and I don't know, boat monsters doesn't sound that far-fetched. Plus, I'm finding out that you've been stalking me. Yeah, that shadowy figure told me to go, die. And he has a dumb name. Yes. Uh-huh. You know, these backhanded comments are not necessary, King of Red Lions. Well, that is embarrassing. All right. Are you kidding me? There's always time to play. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to pretty much one of the main cities in The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, Windfall Island. The amount of side quests here are plentiful. And that's what we're going to be doing for the next 2 episodes, ladies and gentlemen, because I do need to, break these up from time to time. Now, what you're going to notice is a little bit of a cut right there, because I ended up ending off my first session and going into my second session. See that old man right there? Avoid that old man. That old man will tell you his plight no matter what and will always follow you. If you talk to this person right here, he'll offer you a tour of the city by just following him, but that's pretty not needed. Now, Windfall Island on our first visit doesn't have too much available to us, but it still has enough to fill up quite a few episodes, actually. For one, you can find pots hidden inside the bushes that contain things like 5 rupees. I think one of them contains 20 rupees. So you can do a lot of things. We could also get some pieces of heart around here, get ourselves some new items, and remember, we also need to get the sail. So, these are the killer bees. And apparently, we can't mess with their turf. Try it, kid. I could probably punt you away, even with my short stature. But if we talk to the teacher who is inside here, we can get a side quest. This is Miss Mary's School of Joy, and this is where you will be taking your joy pendants to later on. But I think we need to talk, Miss Mary. "20 years, wow. That's a long time teaching." "4 boys? I always thought one of them was a girl." No, I'm not joking. I always thought that all of them were a girl. One of them was a girl until I talked to Miss Mary. I usually end up doing this side quest and just skip through the text. That's why some of these episodes are going to be a little bit longer than normal, and that's because what I'm doing is I'm showing off all the text so that the audience may read it, because after all, it is a Let's Play, and there are people who have probably never played The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker before. Especially those who watch my channel, it seems. A lot of them, that's the case. But here's Ivan, and the one I'm talking to right now is not Ivan, but the one who I thought was a girl for the longest time. I thought that boy right there was a girl for the longest time until this playthrough. And I've played through this game about 7 times. That's embarrassing. She's not a hag. She actually looks really good for her age. Well, sure, if you don't listen to me, I've got this nice and sharp sword in my back. Well, in its sheath. I've also got a shield. Shield can be used as a smashing board. But in order to get these delinquents to, you know, change their ways and be good, we're gonna have to play some hide and seek with them. Now, don't worry, for those who have played Majora's Mask, this is not like that one in which, you know, you have a time limit, because in this game, time does not pass while you are inside of towns and on certain islands. For example, since we're on Windfall Island, we won't have time pass for us until we go out to the Great Sea. Then we can end up coming back. There is a song in the game that allows you to change the time of day from night to day, but evenings don't really play a part at all, and neither do mornings, so you don't need to worry. There's a lot less emphasis on time than when compared to Majora's Mask, which I know for a lot of people is a good thing, because a lot of people were not a fan of the time mechanics from Majora's Mask. I personally love them, but I'll get more into gushing over Majora's Mask when I get to them. For right now, let's catch the person who I thought was a girl. Get over here. Pretty much just roll into them, and you will have caught them. Pretty much each one you end up finding, they will run away from you, so keep that in mind. And as they said, they will not be hiding indoors, so you don't need to worry about them hiding indoors or anything. You just have to look around the outside of the island and find them. Luckily, I've memorized where these guys all are down pat. So here's one behind this tombstone with the dancer named Tot. We're not going to be talking to Tot until our second visit to Windfall Island, which isn't going to be for quite a while. What I'm going to be doing when it comes to side questing episodes, generally they're going to be a couple, like 2 or 3, sometimes 4 episodes after story stuff, if I can't weave it into the story episodes themselves. The reason for that is there are a lot of side quests inside Legend of Zelda games, and I need to spread them out enough, especially inside this game where there's a lot of sailing, which is where, if I were to have done the Wind Waker HD, I would have access to what is known as the Swift Sail, which pretty much speeds up sailing inside this game, but I have things set up for what I'm going to do for the sailing, so no worries. Anyway, go back behind this bomb shop right here, and you can find the third kid. Now, you can go into the bomb shop if you want, but the prices for the bombs are exuberant and purposely made so that you can't get bombs early in the game. What do I mean? I'm talking about 10,000 rupees. Not even your maximum wallet in this game can give you 10,000 rupees. So, yeah. That's just there for him to be a dick to you, which is why I usually just avoid it. Anyway, last kid is in the tree, and this is Ivan. These kids are really good sticking the landings. Link should probably learn from these children. Uh-oh, the old man saw me. No, go away, old man. I don't want to hear about your plight, because you constantly will go after me. Anyway, this kid's managing to run pretty far, but he ended up where he started. And there you go. That catches all 4 of the kids. Utter defeat indeed. as our reward, we get a piece of heart. This is our second piece of heart, which means we only need another 2, and then we will get ourselves another heart container. All right. We'll apologize to Miss Mary in a little bit because there's something that she'll give us once we do so. I believe she'll give us 50 rupees, and I don't want to max out my wallet with only 4 rupees remaining. But if we go inside here, it's a prison. And, oh no, it's him. Mr. Kulu Limpa himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Tingle. See, I don't get where he's getting the fairy thing inside this game because fairies in this game are blue. They're not green. Hey. How disrespectful indeed. How dare you put Tingle of the Rosy Rupee Land in jail? So, we can let this guy out. But first, I must break the pots that are inside this jail cell. I am, after all, Link, the Pot Smasher. That is going to be my official criminal name, Link the Pot Smasher. And we've also now can add freeing criminals to our repertoire. That yay is very reminiscent of his hand from Majora's Mask. And for freeing Tingle, we get the Tingle Tuner. The Tingle Tuner is a special item that was added in for The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker to promote the connectivity from a Game Boy Advance to a GameCube. What you do is you plug in your Game Boy Advance into your GameCube slot 2, 3, or 4, and what you can do is you can end up accessing special items and buy them from Tingle, such as getting health items, health potions, getting yourself some special hidden treasures. It's something I'm not going to be showing off because I can't record the screen for it, and I have a wide model Game Boy Advance. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry about that. I was coughing a little bit. Anyway, the thing about the Tingle Tuner is it's not inside of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Obviously, because there's no way to connect a Game Boy Advance to the Wii U. So instead, it was replaced with the Tingle Message Bottle, in which you can send messages around, and that will float around the Great Sea if you have the Miiverse function active, and you'll be able to see them. Pretty much Tingle Tuner inside of this version of Wind Waker is used for a lot of glitches, one of which can be the zombie hover glitch. Now, to give a brief description of the zombie hover glitch, basically, if you end up dying and you hit the L button and the A button at the right time to do a jump attack and constantly mash them when you are out of health right after, say, an explosion, you can do what is known as the zombie hover. The thing about the zombie hover is that the moment you hit the ground, you'll end up dying. So what you can do is you can land into a healing item or use the Tingle Tuner to heal yourself, so then you'll be able to survive. You can use this to do sequence breaks in a lot of areas of Wind Waker, and you can do this to break through and skip some bosses even. However, we're not going to be doing that because I'm not that good at the zombie hover because it requires a lot of finger dexterity and blistering speed just to gain altitude. I'll post a link in the description to a video showing off the zombie hover glitch, as the zombie hover glitch is actually, I believe, inside of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, but the problem is they changed some of the loading zones, so you can't really skip some of the bosses, but you can skip some areas. It's hard to explain. I'll, again, post inside the description some videos that can explain it better. But what is it that we're looking for inside the jail? Well, we're looking for a special item that is actually used to help get true 100% in this game, and that is the Picto Box. Now, right here is something that worried me. That loading screen was very long, and that kind of worries me. Part of that, I think, is because my game disc is very scratched from being played so much. But we're looking for the Picto Box inside here, which is a very useful item and is used for certain side quests, such as a side quest we'll be seeing inside of the next part, but also to help you get figurines. Figurines, to get them, you need to take a picture of certain characters, and what you do is you take them to a special place and you can make figurines out of them. Thing is, our Picto Box, when we first grab it, is only going to take basically black and white photos. Later on, however, we can get it to where it'll take colored photos. Now, some people seem to be under the impression that you can only get all the figurines through the New Game Plus mode, which has you start out with the Picto Box Deluxe, which allows you to take colored photos. Thing is, though, inside this game, if you do it right, you can get it all on your first playthrough. I'm not going to be going out of my way to get all of them, but I will be talking about one-time only photos that you're able to get and that are entirely missable, and as such, you would have to go into a New Game Plus in order to do it. But here's the description for the Picto Box for this person who apparently stole it, dug these tunnels, and placed the Picto Box inside here. Maybe we shouldn't have let Tingle out of that jail cell. I'm just saying, maybe we shouldn't have done that. But here is our prize, a brand new, or slightly used, I should say, and stolen Picto Box. Ta-da! You got the Picto Box. Set it to use with the Y, Z, or X buttons. It can hold up to 3 photographs. You can delete them by hitting the R button and deleting the photos. That is the other thing that was changed into the Wind Waker HD. I believe the Picto Box can hold more images, and I believe it starts off as a deluxe Picto Box in the HD version because you can take selfies. Something that the Afro Battler loved to do when he ended up doing his Wind Waker HD blind run. That was an interesting run, to say the least. But now that we have the Picto Box, there's really only 1 or 2 things left that we're really going to do for this episode. And the only thing we're really going to be doing right now is we're going to be going and getting that sale for the King of Red Lions. Because, you know, I think we've kept him waiting a little bit long enough. Then again, this is about the same time. No, it looks like we're not going to. It looks like we're going to keep the King of Red Lions waiting even longer. Go me. I treat the King of Red Lions like I treat my grandmother, which is very badly. Welcome to the Chew Jelly shop, ladies and gentlemen. This shop makes Chew Jelly into delicious potions for you to drink. Right now, there is only one type of potion available, and that is the red potion. There are 2 other potion types that you can unlock in the game if you bring this man 10 Chew Jellies. And they are green Chew Jellies and blue Chew Jellies. Blue Chew Jellies are extremely rare, as there are only 10 blue Chews in the game. We will be getting those probably in their own episode. Actually, no, because I already grabbed one inside my recording. So we will be grabbing those in any order in which I see fit. Probably a side quest episode or 2. And then there is the green Chew Jelly, which is very easy to get. Oh, okay, fine. I'll leave you alone, Mr. Moody. Maybe this Inuit man knows. I mean, he's wearing a very thick coat for being in probably what is mild Mediterranean weather, in all honesty. Although, for all I know, it could be freezing cold, and everyone's just so used to it. That's how it is in California, usually, whenever it gets extremely cold. We usually just wear shorts. But this man has that, which we seek. And despite all of his hardships, he's willing to sell us that for some finances, for 80 rupees. So, sure, why not? I do believe you can haggle him down to get it a little bit cheaper, but seeing as how my wallet is very, very small, and how we're going to be getting more for it, it's not really necessary for me to haggle down, and I have the rupees for it. And with that, we have something new that we can end up doing in the future. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, I'm going to be doing some more side quests on Windfall Island.